The old house stood as a testament to enduring love, weathered by the passage of time and the gentle touch of memories. It was a legacy passed down through generations, a repository of family tales that whispered through the creaking floorboards and danced in the dappled sunlight filtering through vintage curtains. As I navigated the rooms, I could almost hear the laughter of my childhood, the comforting hum of my parents' voices echoing in the air. It was a refuge I clung to after their untimely departure, a bittersweet inheritance that cradled me through the storms of grief. One sunny afternoon, with a scent of nostalgia lingering in the air, I found myself in the kitchen, tracing the pattern of the worn-out tiles that witnessed decades of shared meals and whispered confidences. The doorbell rang, disrupting the delicate balance between past and present. I opened the door to find my father, a weary smile on his face, and a woman by his side, her enthusiasm palpable. "Dad, what brings you here?" I asked, a hint of surprise in my voice. He hesitated for a moment before replying, "Ashley, meet Rachel. We've been seeing each other and, well, she has 2 kids of her own." The air seemed to thicken, the room holding its breath as I absorbed this unexpected revelation. Rachel, with a warm but calculated smile, extended her hand. "Nice to finally meet you, Ashley." The pleasantries were exchanged, but an unspoken tension lingered. My father, sensing the discomfort, tried to ease the atmosphere. We thought it was time for all of us to come together as a family, under this roof. I nodded, my mind racing to reconcile the past with this new reality. Little did I know, this encounter marked the beginning of a profound shift, a series of events that would test the strength of my roots and the resilience of the home I held dear. The winds of change swept through the corridors of my sanctuary, carrying whispers of a new beginning. Days turned into weeks as my father and Rachel integrated their lives into the fabric of my solitude. Their laughter echoed through the halls, a stark contrast to the hushed memories that clung to the walls. One evening, I found myself in the living room, surrounded by the echoes of familial banter that seemed to punctuate the once tranquil space. Rachel's 2 children, Lily and Max, played with toys that clashed with the vintage aesthetics of the room. I watched, a silent observer, as my carefully preserved world underwent a metamorphosis. My father, sensing the gravity of the situation, attempted to bridge the gap. "Ashley, this is Lily and Max. They're excited about having you as their big sister." Lily flashed a hesitant smile, her eyes searching for acceptance. "Hi, Ashley." I mustered a polite smile in return, feeling the weight of responsibility settling on my shoulders. Max, a bundle of energy, approached with an infectious enthusiasm. "You like superheroes, Ashley. I have a ton of action figures in my room." The innocence in his voice tugged at my heart, a stark reminder of the purity that childhood embodied. My father, sensing the tension, tried to diffuse it with a light-hearted comment. "We're a blended family now, Ash. It's going to take some adjustment, but we're all in this together." The words hung in the air, a proclamation of unity that did little to quell the unease settling within me. As the night unfolded, I retreated to the haven of my room, grappling with the reality that the gentle winds of change had evolved into a tempest, reshaping the contours of my life in ways I could not have foreseen. The once sacred haven now echoed with the footsteps of uninvited intruders. Rachel's attempts to integrate me into her vision of a blended family grew more insistent, and the house became a battleground of subtle power struggles. One evening, the tension escalated in the kitchen, a space once filled with the comforting aroma of shared meals. Rachel approached me with a carefully crafted smile. "Ashley, I've been thinking. My apartment has an extra room, and I thought you might want to move there. It would give us more space here, and you'll have your own place." I tightened my grip on the edge of the countertop, my voice measured but firm. "This house is my home, Rachel. It's not negotiable." She sighed, her attempts at diplomacy giving way to a more direct approach. "But Ashley, think about the kids. They need space to grow, and this house is getting cramped." I met her gaze, unwavering. "This is my family's home. It's not up for discussion." Days turned into weeks, and the unwelcome intrusions persisted. One afternoon, Lily cautiously approached me in the living room, her eyes betraying a hint of unease. "Are you leaving, Ashley? Mom said we need more room, and your stuff takes up a lot of space." I crouched down to her eye level, attempting to reassure the young girl. "No, Lily, this is my home, and I'm not going anywhere." The clash of wills reverberated through the house, the walls seemingly absorbing the growing discord. My father, caught in the crossfire, attempted to mediate. "Can't we find a compromise? Maybe Rachel's offer isn't such a bad idea." I stood my ground, the weight of familial history on my shoulders. "Dad, this house belongs to us. It's not for sale or trade. I won't compromise on that." The battle lines were drawn, and as the unwanted intrusions persisted, the house bore witness to a struggle that threatened to erode the very foundation of my sense of belonging. The once familiar rooms now echoed with the hushed whispers of discord, the walls seemingly absorbing the tension that hung thick in the air. The facade of unity crumbled, revealing the raw edges of conflicting emotions that strained the bonds of our makeshift family. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and cast long shadows across the living room, Rachel broached the topic once more. "Ashley, we need to talk about the house. The baby will be here soon, and we can't keep avoiding this." I sighed, bracing myself for the familiar confrontation. "Rachel, I've made it clear. This is my home, and I won't let it go." She shot back, frustration evident in her voice. "But Ashley, it's not just yours anymore. We need space for the baby, and Lily and Max deserve a home that's not cramped." The words hung in the air, a heavy reminder of the growing chasm between our perspectives. My response, laden with defiance, came swiftly. "I won't sacrifice my home for your vision. There has to be another solution." The living room became a battlefield, each piece of furniture a silent witness to the clash of wills. In the midst of this discord, my father tried to find common ground. "Can't we find a compromise? Maybe we could sell the house and find a larger one for all of us." The suggestion lingered, a fragile proposition in the face of my staunch resistance. I shook my head, my voice tinged with frustration. "Dad, this house is a part of us. It's not just a property. I can't let go of it." As the days passed, the whispers of discord reverberated through the house, making it difficult to escape the palpable tension. Lily and Max, sensing the unrest, tiptoed around me, their once sparkling eyes now clouded with uncertainty. One evening, Max tentatively approached me. "Ashley, why are you fighting with Mom? Is it because of us?" I crouched down to his eye level, attempting to ease his concerns. "No, Max. It's not because of you. This house is special to me, and I'm fighting to keep it." The weight of his innocent gaze hung in the air, a poignant reminder that amidst the clashes and whispers of discord, collateral damage extended beyond the adults in the room. The house, once a sanctuary, now bore the scars of familial strife. As the days crept forward, the impending storm of change loomed over the house like a gathering tempest. Rachel's insistence on my departure intensified, driven by the imminent arrival of the new life growing within her. The weight of her expectations pressed against the fragile equilibrium of our makeshift family. One afternoon, in the midst of a heated discussion in the dining room, Rachel's frustration spilled over. "Ashley, the baby will be here soon, and we need to prepare. You can't stay here any longer. We need the space." I countered, my tone unwavering. "Rachel, I've offered compromises, but this house is not negotiable. We can find another solution that doesn't involve me leaving." Her gaze hardened, determination etched on her face. "It's not just about space, Ashley. We need a fresh start, a new home for our expanding family. You can't expect us to cram into this old house." The words hung in the air, an unspoken ultimatum that left little room for negotiation. My father, caught between loyalty to his daughter and the demands of his new family, attempted to bridge the widening gap. "Can't we find a way to make this work? Maybe we can use the money from renovations to make the house more spacious." Rachel scoffed, her impatience bubbling to the surface. "We need a new house, not some makeshift renovation. The baby deserves better. I took a deep breath, my voice steady. If you want a new house, Dad has the money from the renovations. You can use that to buy a place for your growing family. The suggestion hung in the air, a moment pregnant with possibilities. Rachel, however, remained resolute. That's not what I had in mind. We need a fresh start, away from this old house. As the impasse persisted, the house seemed to contract with the tension, walls closing in as if mirroring the narrowing options before me. The impending storm was no longer a distant threat. It crackled in the charged atmosphere, leaving us all on the precipice of a decision that would reshape the very foundation of our intertwined lives. The house, once a haven, now stood at the epicenter of a tempest, a battleground for conflicting desires that threatened to shatter the fragile bonds holding our makeshift family together. One evening, the living room bore witness to the culmination of our familial struggles. Rachel, visibly wary from the ongoing dispute, confronted me with a mixture of frustration and determination. "Ashley, we can't keep living like this. The baby is coming soon, and we need a resolution." I met her gaze, my own resolve unyielding. "Rachel, I've tried to find compromises, but I won't abandon this house. It's a part of who I am." Her eyes flashed with impatience. "This isn't just about you anymore. We need to think about the future, about the baby." The weight of her words hung in the air, an unspoken accusation that I was hindering the progress of our evolving family. My father, caught in the crossfire, attempted to mediate. "Is there no middle ground we can find? Maybe there's a way for all of us to stay together." But Rachel, her patience worn thin, shook her head. "I've offered compromises, but Ashley won't budge. We need a fresh start, a new home." I took a deep breath, my voice unwavering. "Dad, if you want a new home, use the money from the renovations. We can find a place that suits all of you without me giving up this house." The room fell into a heavy silence, the unspoken truth lingering like an uninvited guest. The fractures in our bonds widened, and the realization set in that there might be no resolution that would leave everyone unscathed. As the days dwindled down, the impending birth hung over us like a storm cloud, each passing moment a reminder of the irreversible changes about to unfold. In the quiet moments, Lily and Max became unwitting witnesses to the unraveling, their once vibrant spirits dimmed by the palpable tension. One evening, Lily approached me, her eyes filled with uncertainty. "Ashley, are you leaving because of us?" I crouched down to her level, enveloping her in a reassuring embrace. "No, Lily, it's not because of you. It's just a complicated situation, but I'll always care about you and Max." The words, though genuine, offered little solace. The fractured bonds had reached a point of no return, and as the impending storm descended upon us, the house seemed to absorb the weight of our familial discord. In the face of an uncertain future, I stood at the crossroads, grappling with the realization that the sanctuary I had once known might be forever altered.